Hello, everybody. I'm Paul.
And I'm Andrew.
And welcome back to the Fan Voice. Today we are here to talk about a interesting little new game on the horizon. It's a mobile game and it's made by Nintendo.
Yeah.
And it is a Pokemon game called Pokemon Go. Now, I don't remember too clearly, but weren't we talking about Pokemon being a logistical choice for one of the mobile games when we were talking about Nintendo Mobile?
Wait, you mean a logical choice?
Or one of the most likely games.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we totally were. Well, because we immediately thought it was like, oh, Pokemon would transfer to mobile really well.
Yeah.
Just do
what
a
you
Pokemon
do now,
game,
basically.
but make it a mobile game. Like,
yeah.
It already is a mobile game, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, we were already talking about it.
Yeah.
What they decided to do with it, I think, is kind of interesting. They've gone the location-based route, which I was not expecting.
Yeah, it's slowly making its way into the mobile game industry, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, that's totally what this is. It's a play from Nintendo to test the waters, but it makes a lot of sense.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like, a lot of sense.
Yeah. And, like, in summary, you're basically looking around for Pokemon in the world. Like, you have to travel to different locations, and you'll actually use your smartphone to track them and catch the Pokemon.
Right.
And along with that, you can trade and battle, along with catching. Now, the commercial is very cinematic, so like
there's their gameplay is like the last 5 seconds, and it's like a cheesy like Pikachu like you caught me, and that was it.
3D
and I was
Pikachu
like, well,
in the grass kind of thing.
I mean, it's fine.
Yeah.
And the trailer was fine. It was over dramatic, but it was fine.
Yeah.
Everybody was freaking the hell out about Mewtwo. I was like, guys, calm down.
Mewtwo actually brings on a couple different questions, in my opinion, that we'll probably have to speculate for a little while. I don't know if you remember when it first appeared, but a timer came up.
So location-based games are really interesting. Like So the first thing that happens in a location-based game is that obviously it's location-based.
Yeah.
So it's wherever it is around you, something will come up. And it'll beep at you or whatever, or you just bring up the game and you see, a Pokemon's 200 meters that way.
Yeah.
And then, other people, and then the other thing about it is that it recognizes players around you. So it's like, there's players over there, they're currently on their phone, I can literally battle them right now.
Yeah.
They're 300 feet away.
Right.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then what that also allows you to do is have these public events. Where if people are in the same place at the same time, they have like a timer and they all team up against one thing.
Yeah, which is pretty dang awesome to me. I just wonder how like the whole teamwork thing would work. It's like, does every single person get to catch that Pokemon kind of thing?
Yeah, I think that might be how it works.
Yeah,
especially if it's like against a Pokemon, like if it's against Mewtwo, like that's the public event.
Yeah.
It would make sense that everybody would get that.
Yeah, it would be a very epic event. I feel like that's a little bit of what was it Twitch Plays Pokemon aspired to. Like if the Pokemon was difficult enough, actually needing many people to like defeat it kind of thing, like an actual unison and cooperation of kind of thing, which is pretty awesome. Along with the fact that it is location based, which I'm really excited for. Just the idea of it, just like rather than just like sitting on the couch, it's like you go somewhere new, find like fun places to like hang out and explore, like for the sake of the game kind of thing. You get to see all these like different environments you wouldn't usually go to. It's like just hanging out at this like park gets a little more funner,
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
I don't know. I don't know how precise they're going to get with where to go. Because that is one of the things in location games is sometimes it's like 200 feet that way and it's in the middle of the street. I'm just kind of like, okay. And then I'm just standing on a sidewalk like, That's cool. I guess I'll go back to what I was doing. And I just went over. So, like, I would like it to be, like, it's in the environment a little bit more.
Yeah.
And, like, there are planned public events where they're, like, in a park.
Right.
So everybody meets up at a park.
Yeah.
But it might just be like, yeah, public events. I don't know, there's one over there.
Yeah.
That's it.
Hopefully that's not the case. I mean...
Yeah, I mean, there has to be a little bit of care into it, and there has to be a very good, like... They have to be using a good, like, location system.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, they have to be using, like, Google Maps or something.
Right, that would make it a lot
Because it's, like, 200 meters in a locked building. That could happen if they're not careful about it. You know what I mean?
There's gonna be a lot more crime come 2016.
That would be really funny, actually.
Pick the lock! Charizard's in there!
I gotta get in there, man. I gotta get my Pokemon.
Oh my gosh, that would be so cool.
That would be hilarious, actually.
Hopefully that's not
Hopefully not.
I think another thing that would be good is if they do use like a Google Maps kind of system is like a lot of Pokemon that are farther away, I personally wouldn't want them to give the identity of the Pokemon away. So
right, like you have to get there and then you find out what
it would motivate people to travel and explore. And
yeah,
stuff like
yeah,
that.
Definitely.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I like that idea.
Absolutely.
So I don't know, I mean, Pokemon Go seems kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I do think, like, there have definitely been location-based games before. I looked it up, and it's called Shadow Cities, was the one that I was thinking of.
Oh, okay.
But Shadow Cities definitely came from something else that was an Android game for a while. But anyway, basically, it split players into two factions.
Uh-huh.
And then you have to, you know, you open up your phone, say you're on a street or whatever, and then you're just doing things, and you're trying to take territory by hacking these different points, and you just press them on your phone, but you have to be moving in order to get to the points that you need to hack.
Right.
So, I mean, it's an interesting idea, and I've tried one of these before. I can't remember if it was Shadow Cities or not.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot of fun, but I realized at some point that if I'm driving, I can't be on my phone.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
So I'm like, okay, that...
You need a friend with you kind of thing.
Right, or like, you need to be in the passenger seat of a car.
Yeah.
Or you need to be walking around. But in a game like this, in a game like Shadow Cities, I walked the same route while I played the game. And eventually that route was completely our team's.
Yeah.
Right? And so I was kind of like, okay, so I have nothing to do.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, yeah.
And a lot of location-based games that do that now don't do that anymore.
They don't assign teams?
No, they don't. Like if I walked the same route every day, it wouldn't matter. Mm-hmm. Like, it was honestly kind of location agnostic, which seems counterintuitive. But basically, like, you still needed to be moving, you still needed to go somewhere in order to do something.
Uh-huh.
But when you get there, it's not the same every single time.
Okay.
There's something different. And that's what I feel like Pokemon Go is.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, 200 feet that way, there's something. But, you know, when you get there, it's not, it's like, oh, it's just another Pikachu.
Right.
Or whatever, right?
Yeah. But still, you went on the adventure.
Right. I mean,
yeah.
It doesn't look like that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
At least I hope not.
Yeah.
So, what was the other one? It was Peripheral, right? It's called the Pokemon Go Plus.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be a little attachment. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was called.
Paul's looking it up.
Yep. Yeah, it was called Pokemon Go Plus. It's basically this little like wrist attachment on the other side, which will basically assist with helping you tell like events going on and locations of certain Pokemon and stuff like that. So yeah, it's basically like an assist to the program and everything. And yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised. Nintendo went, mobile games, that's a great idea. How can we sell a peripheral with it?
Yeah, right?
Like, to me, that's always their first thought. It's like, how can we sell something physical to go with that?
Right, right. It's our next Poké Walker.
Yeah. But, I mean, I I don't mind the idea. I obviously would want to see what it actually does.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they're like, oh, it helps you find other Pokemon, as in it's got a little vibrator in it, it just vibrates every time, I don't need that.
Yeah.
You know?
Or they could just go crazy with it and be like, you cannot find event Pokemon without this thing.
Yeah, which would be kind of shitty.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. But
it makes sense.
I understand too. Like it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, you know, in a mobile game like this, because with pretty much all mobile games this happens, you get a very hardcore audience after a while, and they're constantly playing your game.
Yeah.
So if you can sell them something like this as like an extra, it makes sense.
Yeah.
You know,
bonus, lots of money there.
Yeah,
definitely.
So,
you know what I think would be great for this is if they. I'm sure they're gonna have like event Pokemon at like GameStop or something like that. They should have event Pokemon at conventions.
That's a very good idea.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, you got all the people there already. It's
right.
already a gathering of people with common interests.
See,
and
that would
right
be that would be really cool. I mean, you know, and the other possibility too is that it really is dynamic. These events. So, like, if there's enough people in one area, it triggers one automatically.
Oh, that would be cool.
Now that would be cool. The reason I wasn't thinking about that is I was thinking that was kind of like. That's a little more out there, it feels like, but you can do that.
Yeah.
And that would be awesome, because at a con, that would be happening all the time.
Right.
And that would actually be really cool.
Yeah, I agree. Oh my gosh. And that would just, like, indicate, like, more of the spontaneity of it all, which will be a huge factor in this game altogether. It's like, I don't know, it just kind of worries me that, like, how the variety will go. On a regular basis, you know?
Right.
It's like, okay, everybody knows where this one Pikachu is, kind of thing.
And right, and that's why I'm saying, like, I don't want that. Like, I want it to be randomized.
Right.
And like I said, that seems counterintuitive. Like, it's location-based, but only really, like, randomly. Yeah. But that's fine to me. Like, that's better than... there's, you know, you're looking for a Pikachu, there's one down by 9th Street. You know, it's like... Yeah. Yeah, I don't want that.
Yeah,
I don't want that. I want it to just be like, oh, what's going on in Pokemon Go? 200 feet that way, there's something. Great, and then go there. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Which is probably what they'll do.
Yeah, probably, huh?
I don't know. Maybe there will be some fixed locations, but I would assume it would be mostly randomized. I could be wrong. Yeah, who knows?
Randomized, have it switch out day by day, kind of thing, of what's around, etc., etc.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess that's pretty obvious stuff. I have faith in Nintendo to make it interesting and good.
Definitely. Right. Yeah.
Another thing I was thinking of is for certain legendary Pokemon, like the legendary dogs, what if they made it like in the game how they're actually moving around?
That would be really cool.
And at a certain point, they become almost trackable.
That would be really cool.
All over the world, kind of thing.
That would be awesome.
Not with every Pokemon. If that happened with every legendary Pokemon, that'd be annoying as heck. But with a few, I think that would be really.
That'd be really cool, and it would would it would move around the world?
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be really.
Hunting down Suicune all my life.
It's like 10 years later. I finally got it.
I've traveled the world.
It's been Australia. It's been in Australia for 4 months. It's finally here.
There's just so many cool ideas they could.
Yeah,
go with this,
I really feel like there is, and
I'm excited.
I agree with you. I like the the idea of like there's something over there. That's cool. I'm just gonna walk that way because it gets people to kind of go off the beaten path a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Do something new for the gaming community.
Yeah.
And then what is it? So I mean, it has almost all the charm of just regular Pokemon: catching, collecting, trading, battling.
Right.
I don't know if they have raising yet, like level ups or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
about
I don't know.
That. But they have all that stuff, and now the barrier of buying a console is gone.
Yeah, and I think this makes a lot of sense to me, at least for Pokemon.
Yeah.
Because if this is actually a full Pokemon game, that's really good, in my opinion.
This will sell like crazy.
Yeah, it absolutely will, because, yeah, I don't need a 3DS.
Exactly.
And if it's more of a mobile game experience, I'm just like, I'll just pick up and play it for a second, and I don't really have to worry about the story or any of that, or like, but if it does need, like, leveling up, you know, it needs a good multiplayer system, you know, but I think items, but if it has all that, it could be really, really good.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope they at least have level up along with their stuff.
Yeah.
Even if it's not like, well, I guess battling wild Pokemon too, but battling trainers, leveling up.
Right.
Know, it's like, oh, I'm just stuck with this weaker Pokemon, so why bother battling right now kind of thing, you know? You don't want a situation like that.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Definitely not.
So, yeah.
Alright.
So that was that's Pokemon Go. Just announced. I'm sure we'll get a lot more information soon enough. But this is a really exciting announcement and a super strong one of their first steps for mobile gaming for Nintendo.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah. So gives me a lot of confidence for what the future of mobile gaming for them will hold.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see more before I pass judgment, but I like it so far.
Yeah.
I like it so far. I like the idea.
Absolutely. So tell us what you guys think about Pokemon Go and all the adventures you would like to have with it.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So you can tell us at our many locations, youtube.com/thefanvoicepodcast,
facebook.com/fanvoicepodcast,
Twitter @fanvoicepodcast,
google.com/+thefanvoicepodcast,
our email fan@thefanvoice.com,
and our website, thefanvoice.com, where you can find news, reviews, and all that good stuff.
So thanks for joining us, guys. Yeah. We will see you next time.
All right, see you guys.